Episode 2 of The Penguin is just as good, if not better, than the first episode. Oswald is growing and manipulating his way to being the new criminal mastermind in the Gotham Underbelly. He needs to be careful, however, because the two big crime families are always ready to end his life should he slip up even once. We get some interesting character development with Sofia Falcone in this episode, and man, if Oswald wasn't here, Sofia would be the star of the show. With just the right amount of crazy and determined, she proves that she is a force to be reckoned with. As of right now, I think this is the hottest show out, and I look forward to watching it every Sunday night, even if I think I should be able to watch it at any point on Sunday, but I digress. Here are mine and Hopper's review of the second episode. Hopper, I am telling you, The Penguin does not disappoint. Episode 2 is just as much as a banger as the first episode was.
It is ping-winging.
Penguin, okay. I'll allow it. I will allow it.
Shouldn't, that's terrible.
Yeah, you know what? It's been a long day. So. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are reviewing The Penguin episode by episode, so this is episode 2 review. Penguin came out Sunday at 9 o'clock EST. Don't know why they decided to do that kind of thing.
Well, in normal television, Thursdays and Sundays are like your premiere days. Like, you can't do like a huge thing on a Friday or Saturday because everyone's out.
Yeah,
or
watching
football.
sports.
Yeah. But Sundays, it's like, oh, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Oh, my TV show's coming on. Let me watch it before I hit the hay.
At 9 o'clock EST?
I guess. I don't know. I would have personally just done it at like, I don't know. There's a bunch of things because I get spoiled a lot on TV shows because they'll come out in like midnight, midnight of Sunday or whatever, and I'll go to work or whatever, and I'll be looking at my Twitter at work, and I'm like, oh, there's spoilers, great.
Yeah. My problem with that is the fact that we're not on television.
Yeah.
We're a streaming service.
Yeah.
I am watching the I'm watching the show at my leisure.
Mm-hmm.
Leisure, if you will, if you don't want to sound fancy.
Oh, what are you doing? I am fancy boy.
Showing me. I've been saying that so much since editing the first video.
Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, so this is episode 2. We see a lot more of the criminal mastermind that is an up-and-coming Penguin. Everything you think, like every time you think, boom, Penguin's gotten outed now. He's gonna get caught. He's gonna get killed. He turns it around to his favor, and I think it's insane how well he does that.
Mm-hmm. It's even like with the Falcones, you can kind of, because he's got a history with them, he can kind of worm his way in there better. But when he's playing the Maronis, he's just like, he's happened to have the pictures in his jacket pocket. And, he turned it around somehow in his favor.
Yes, exactly. And then he doesn't even end up using them by the end of it, which is crazy. Gonna go ahead and put this. This will be a spoiler review. So if you haven't watched the episode, go watch it. Come back here. If you don't care about spoilers, you've been warned. So this will be a spoiler review. So those documents were supposed to be given to the Uncle Falcone. I don't remember his first name, so we'll just call him Uncle Falcone right now. And he was supposed to give him, basically his wife has been sleeping with Vinny, and he was going to use that to implicate and use him to be the mole that they found from the Maroni drug bust that happened at the beginning of the episode. Didn't turn out to do well. The drug bust itself didn't do well, so the Maronis were going to kill him. Like, she had the Maroni wife. She was going to have him stabbed, and he goes, wait, look at my jacket pocket. Shows him the pictures and goes, see, that's evidence. I'm gonna use that. That's just the tip of it. That's all he had, but he was like, that's just a tip. I've got so much more at home, kind of thing.
And that's probably all he has. Like,
that's 100 because we saw him take it from the vault in the first episode. That's all he's got.
But he's such a silver-tongued devil. And I love that he's like, he doesn't care. Like, he's such a sociopath. He doesn't care. He just wants money and he wants power.
Yes.
So like, he's being all friendly with the guys. The guy tells him a bad joke, like the Falcone driver guy.
Yeah.
And also, he was just going to be in the back, like the car following the truck.
Yeah.
He's not going to be in the truck.
Don't touch that car. That's me.
Yeah. It turns out he's in the car.
Yeah.
So everything's shot after that, and I don't even know like where he stands with either one of the groups. Mm-hmm. Even though in the last episode, the end of it, he's like, screw them all. We don't need them all. We don't need any of them.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to be in cahoots with either. He's using both of them so that he can come out on top at the end of it.
What is his angle though? Is he going to get like the kind of the grunts from both families to work for him?
I guess so. Yeah, I think that's because they'll follow anyone. They're just following a paycheck.
They're just getting
you take out the families themselves, all the thugs care about is money.
That's true.
And if you take out both crime bosses, the thugs are definitely going to be following you.
There's only you to go to at that point. Yeah,
absolutely. And they're going to respect and fear you. It's like, oh, that's the guy who took out the Maronis, took out the Falcones.
But on the opposite of that, there is Sofia Falcone, the hangman killer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the hangman.
Yeah.
What is that? That's a cartoon or something?
I don't know.
I'm the hangman.
I don't know what that's from.
I feel like that's something. I can't think of it at the moment, but it's that little audio stem in my head.
It's in there. going to creep in.
I'm the hangman. You don't know anything?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll find it. It'll be very satisfying.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
But she cares a lot about her brother getting killed, and she cares a lot about her family getting humiliated in the drug bust. And so that's where Oz starts kind of trying to suck up to her.
Yeah.
And that was the most interesting stuff for me, was that he killed her brother.
Yeah.
I, at this point, I'm like, oh, yeah, he's doing a good job convincing. And I'm like, wait a minute, he killed her brother.
Yeah, he had you convinced.
Yes.
He had me convinced. I was like, oh, we're going to find out who killed him.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Well, of course I know him. He's me.
So he's such a good,
he really is,
manipulator. I got manipulated a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I like that too, because she sees through a lot of his bull crap.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't trust you. I don't like you. You're a nobody. You're not one of the family members. Yada yada. And he's like, they don't like you either, kind of thing. Honestly, she would be a great head of family if she was actually the head of the family. They'd be unstoppable.
Little psycho.
Oh, 100%. But I mean, most criminal bosses are a little psycho, a little unhinged. You know what I mean?
She's having like flashbacks to Arkham, which I thought was interesting.
Yes.
She's in that like therapist where he's doing the red light back and forth.
The therapist is the actor who plays Shades from Luke Cage. Sophia does not trust Penguin. Even at one point, and this is interesting too. I didn't know that he was hiding this from everybody, but he tries to win her over at the memorial service.
Oh yeah.
And he tells him the story about his mom. She's like, whatever got your mom out of her depression and funk? And he was like, I don't know. Never end up asking her, and she died a couple years ago, which we know is not true. We see her in both episodes. So it's like, obviously he's hiding her so that people can't use that against him, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because he loves his mom before, and above anything else, he loves his mom,
And she's got like dementia.
Yeah.
For sure. And so the landlord finds her.
Yeah.
Penguin does a little bit of Spanish. It's la,
Yeah.
not el.
Yeah.
You know where he says that in the movie?
No.
He says el ratada or el so fuck, I don't know.
If I find the clip, I'll put it in.
It was like URL, and it went to like a URL.
Yeah.
But it's like it's la ratada. It's Spanish. What did he not go to Spanish?
The way Spanish I have heard.
What?
It's la rata. What is this, Riddler stupid or something?
Yeah. So yeah, he's got the landlord watching his mom, and she ended up walking out. She was all dressed up, or she wasn't wearing her coat.
Going
or
to
something.
church. Yeah.
Yeah, going to mass, and it's like it's not Sunday, I remember he was speaking in Spanish, and he goes Domingo, and I said, oh, that's Sunday. I knew that.
Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles.
No.
You don't remember that?
I do remember that. I remember you singing it for a week straight.
It's because it was catchy, brother.
It was catchy the first time, and then I heard you singing it for a week straight.
Sabado.
Oh, yeah, we kept saying that. It was Sabado. No, but it was really good that he was telling that story, and he had me convinced. I was like, wait a second. His mom's alive. Yeah. We just saw her,
I think there was a hint of truth in that because they were dancing in the scene before, so he may have, like, after his brother. Did he even have brothers?
I think he did, yeah.
All that's
she brought up, I think she mentioned.
Oh, she said I was running the boys a bath or something like
so
that.
he did have brothers. That much was true. I like the relationship between Victor and Penguin. It's evolving more and more. You think, oh, he's warming up to him, but at the same time, Penguin will not hesitate to kill Victor.
Makes him lay down in the dirt next to the dead
guys.
guys.
He says, you mess up again, dude, this is where you're going to be. Do you want to be down here? No one wants to be down here. Do you want to be up here with me, kind of thing? But on the flip side, he's trying to hook him up with one of the women of the night that he invites
Cam
over.
girl.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you watch your mouth.
You
couldn't afford her.
She works with like fetish stuff. She said all stuff. She's like, and cake. And
yeah, you like cake, and he's like stuttering a lot. I just love Victor. I think he's a phenomenal actor.
I felt so bad for him. And the girl clearly wasn't interested, but like he knows the Penguin, so she's trying to get in with him.
Yeah. I like that she kind of took pity on him though. She was like, so where are you from, kind of thing, and he didn't want to talk about it. So she was like, so how'd you meet the Penguin? Kind of giving him an out to it. So that was good.
Here's the thing I thought about those characters, those girls. I think Eve might be selling Oz out at some point.
You think she will?
I do, because she was like, I got all these targets on my back, and I have no reason to trust her as like, because I don't know her. He knows her, but
he also says like, she also says the number one important thing to her is keeping her ladies safe, keeping her girls safe. Which is really interesting to see a lady pimp. That was very interesting.
And the fact that he's with the lady pimp too.
Yes. I don't know if they're going to call attention to this or not, but the detective that's drunk off his ass and hopped up on drops, I think that's supposed to be Harvey Bullock.
Oh, that would make sense.
He's got like the duster on like he usually does, the messed up tie, the white hair and stuff. I think it's Harvey. Because she only ever calls him detective. She never name drops him. Which may be Reeves being like, we're going to keep it grounded.
It's too grounded. The name Bullock is too much like bollocks.
Harvey, get him out of here. Doesn't sound New Jersey enough.
I like the part where she's walking away. Sophia's walking away after they kick her out of the office or whatever, and Oz is chasing after her. He goes, "Hey, what are we running a marathon here?"
Yeah. He's like, I'm trying to keep up. He's like hobbling after him. He's like, hey, slow it down.
There's a part too where he's going to the funeral and there's like a car in the road. And
Yes.
he's like, go.
Yeah.
Go. And the car doesn't go. And he's just like, go.
He's like, I don't need your sympathy kind of thing, you know? That's what it felt like to me. I also like that we get, like you said, we get flashbacks of Sofia and Arkham. She's a little unhinged, like we talked about. But like her whole family also thinks she's unhinged, won't listen to her, won't talk to her. And you think, oh, she's got a rope. We think that she gets a little rope of someone who cares. It's this girl, her cousin.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, so someone doesn't think she's crazy. Someone doesn't think she's a monster. And the cousin's daughter comes up and she grabs her tight, kind of thing. The second Sofia looks at her, talks to her, and you can see that she's actually scared. She's put up a front the whole time. It kind of broke my heart a little bit. You know what I mean? Because Sofia all she cares about is the family. You know?
Yeah. And she's like, the cousin was like, let's go on a little girls trip.
Yeah.
And she's like,
and you can tell Sofia was just like, she was blown away. She's like, you want me to go on a girls trip with you? You know, like she was kind of breaking down the shell a little bit. And then instantly the walls went right back up as soon as she grabbed her daughter.
She was like eating ziti or whatever.
Yeah, she just stuffing it in her mouth. Oh, man, that was cracking me up.
Is she? Okay, here's another thing, too. I don't know if this is like just a feminist angle or a sexist angle or whatever. Everyone's like that. Everyone be killing people.
Yeah.
The one guy kills her little henchman just because he had a knife on him.
Yeah.
No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. It just looked like he killed the witness or whatever.
Yeah.
They're all psychopaths who kill people. What is so different with Sofia? Is because she's just a girl? That's
true.
What was running through my head was like, there's a bunch of men, and she even kind of says like at the end, she's like a bunch of old men who don't give a crap about our family. Like
I think her, because we don't know. All we know for now is that she was called the Hangman. And you heard over the radio, she killed 7 women. We don't know the circumstances or nothing. She could have been on a crazy killing spree. The families aren't about random killing though. They kill who they think have slighted them, kind of thing. There is a little bit of logic to it, and hers was illogical from what the information we have right now. So that may be the difference. And who's to say how much of the family, besides the main family, knows what the family does for a living?
Good point. I'm assuming, because she told the cousin, she's like, women don't last long in this business or in this family or whatever.
And I say that, I think we heard on the news them talk about the crime bosses of Falcone and Maroney. Like the general public knows that they're crime bosses, but they don't have enough to actually pin them and take them to jail.
It was like that in The Sopranos too, because they'd be like the news would be speculating about the mob. Yeah. And Tony would be like, hey, look at they're talking about your uncle on the news.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, great throw reference though to The Sopranos. This whole show just feels like a second coming of that kind of show.
On HBO, or is this just strictly to Max? I feel like it is an HBO thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're the same thing. They're one and the same now.
Well, there's still like the TV branch of it, and like because now you have Max originals and you'll have HBO originals.
Do they?
Yeah, because Max is Discovery and Warner Brothers mixed all in.
But isn't HBO owned by Warner Brothers?
It is, but HBO is like a TV channel you can pay for.
I don't know them. I assume they did away with that channel once streaming came up, and you can just get Max.
Nah, I think there's still some elements of HBO out there. I don't know if it is just like that. Then surely it's a
HBO made The Sopranos though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's like a second coming of that show. It really feels like it.
It's like the superhero equivalent of
and it feels it's just such a good show. I'm loving every second of it. The first episode broke records, 4.1 million views in the first 3 days.
Yeah,
that's insane.
It's probably why they moved it to Sunday, which does not make any sense.
It doesn't. I would have rather the Thursday. Would have helped us with recording and editing and stuff.
I did notice more stuff on social media this week about it. Like, I don't know if that's just because I was on my phone. It's a Monday Monday must be slower than like a Friday.
Yeah,
like the day after.
A lot of people are tweeting about it and stuff.
I assume so.
Yeah, I saw a lot of tweets about like Victor. I saw one person because at the end when Penguin and Sofia end up forming their alliance, she like smiles and someone screenshotted that smile and was like, I would tear down all of Gotham for her. And I was just like, okay, calm down, buddy.
I saw a good meme that was like, because there's a part where Victor gets too much cilantro in the tacos.
Yes, he's like shoving a bar of soap in my mouth.
There was a meme where it was the Penguin all upset, and then there was Penguin all happy, and it was like when you get extra pickles, and he was all happy. And when you get extra cilantro, and he's all upset.
I love that. Oh man, if you can find that, send it to me. I'll put it in the video.
I will. I think I liked it on Twitter for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, the witness. I like the ticking clock of there's a witness drugged, and Sofia's doing her own thing. She's doing her own investigation to figure out where the rat's coming from. Also, I love in the Batman how the Penguin's so upset. He's putting on a front, obviously, because now we know the Penguin a little better.
Yeah.
He didn't care about anything. He's just he's putting on a front. But he's trying to shoot Carmine outside of the club whenever the police are arresting him because he figures out that he was a rat.
Yeah.
And it turns out he's a rat in this show now.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's just alliance he has no bearing on.
I like too is we talk about how much he's able to pivot. Victor was supposed to put the jewels into Vinny's car.
Yeah.
And then Penguin was going to tell the guy, Vinny, say his name, and then I'll break you out after the smoke settles.
He's going to kill him, by the way. Or they were going to eat it, yeah.
Well, Victor calls him and says, I couldn't do it. And so the guy, though, is like, oh, don't worry, Penguin, I got it, Vinny. And he goes, sorry, change of plans. I got to kill you. So he kills him instead.
Very cold killing,
Yes.
just right into his chest with a knife.
Oh,
bro.
my God. Wipes it all down and then plants the knife somewhere else. He's like, they've got to figure it out, you know. So he's just so good at pivoting to exactly what he needs to do to put himself on top no matter what happens.
And it was very clever because he was like, you're the rat, huh? And he starts attacking somebody.
Yes, dude.
And then whenever people swarm him, he puts the knife in someone's pocket.
Yes,
to,
dude. So good. So good. What a great show. Loving every second of it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's I won't say there's much different about this episode from the first. There's no
no, it's just a
crazy
continuation,
twist.
but it stays strong.
That's sort of what, and The Sopranos, every episode would kind of be about something while continuing.
Yeah.
This feels more like a movie or like a streaming event where it's this is pretty much just a continuation of whatever.
Well, you could argue this one was about Sophia more so than it was Penguin.
Yeah.
We see Sophia a lot in this episode. A lot.
And I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Kristen Melody, she's awesome. Anytime she pops up, How I Met Your Mother season 8, I think, or the last season, was god awful because it was like 1 week. It was a wedding. It was just like, hurry up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was a bright spot in it because she was the mother, was like a fun character, and we got to meet her and figure out kind of how she is before Ted meets her, you know. And they kill her off. Spoiler alert, I guess, for How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
But they kill her off at the last episode to be like, that was your mother, and this is how I met your mother, and she has cancer, and I'm actually into Robin, who's a character that they've had a will they won't there the whole show. It makes sense. But what we love that character. We got to know her. We're like, oh, this is Ted's wife. In the future, we love her.
That's dumb. Which I knew that spoiler, but you know. I do like too. She's been a big superhero fan, big Batman fan ever since she was little. She said she saw Batman Forever and thought it was the craziest thing ever. She loved it, and ever since then, she's wanted to be in a DC movie.
I don't think I've ever seen Batman Forever with Jim Carrey.
You have, dude. With Jim Carrey?
I don't think so, because I remember thinking Batman and Robin was the first time we ever got Robin.
Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah, I've never seen it, bro.
How have you not seen that?
I don't know. It must have just skipped. I've seen Batman Returns and Batman and Robin a ton. I've
never seen Batman Forever?
Because I thought the first time we got Robin was in that Batman and Robin movie.
He was in both.
I don't have any.
Because we have Alfred in both. The same Alfred in both of those. Same Robin, different Batman.
Always a different Batman. Keep the same Batman.
Always a different Batman, dude. It was like Beethoven's at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our coverage of The Penguin, episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3 coming out next week. We're super excited for it. What are your guys' thoughts on the show so far? Do you like it? Episode 2, if you've been watching so far, does it continue the trend of being a good show? For me personally, I think it's the best thing out right now to watch.
Yeah.
I look forward to it every week.
I think it's my favorite thing. There's a couple animes I'm looking forward to, but
Yeah.
I think this is more for the adults in the room.
Yes, dude. Because anime's for children.
Little babies, actually.
Yeah.
Infants.
I definitely didn't binge watch Demon Slayer's recent season.
I'm not watching One Piece on my phone right now.
Are you really?
No, I'm not watching One Piece on my phone.
I didn't know if you had it and you were playing it or not.
That's what we call the visual gags.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know your thoughts and comments down below. Let us know how you guys like this video type thing. We like to do episodic reviews, obviously, if you see our Ben 10 stuff. So let us know if you like this. Anything you'd change about it or anything you'd want us to discuss or any shows. Let us know in the comments down below. And I guess we'll see you next time.